Good afternoon, all of you beautiful souls. Today's lesson is on belief or faith. Albert Einstein says that any fool can know, however, a wise man understands. Quote unquote, Albert Einstein. Now, when you actually understand something, this is what creates the vibration or frequency of belief to where you really can metaphorically move mountains in your life. If that's either your relationships, if that's either your work, whatever it may be, you have the energy now to move mountains. Now, when you are just hoping or wishing, this is when you don't really understand. You just know, right? You are just repeating what you heard in school, repeating what you heard on the television, repeating what you heard from some random person on the street. This is why you cannot hope or wish. You actually have to understand something, which then generates belief or faith. Don't just repeat or watch the television. Actually understand who is giving the broadcaster their lines. Climb all the way up the ladder to the very top. Understand who's at the very top pulling the strings of all the news networks in the entire world that also owns all of the health organization and health boards in the entire world. Don't just watch the broadcaster who's just some blind puppet, unfortunately, with no due disrespect to the broadcaster. However, we need to speak the truth here for people can understand. We need to get rid of the delusion by speaking the truth to where people can understand. I'm in a relationship with a biochemist. And when this is all science. Scientists, they will test something in a laboratory over and over and over again until they have no doubt there's a 99.9 all the way repeating or 100% chance to where you would be absolutely foolish or on drugs to deny it. This is what scientists do. They have it down, the scientific method. The scientific method. Apply it to your life. Don't just be a fool and just know or repeat. Don't be another repeat. This is why self-belief, when you understand yourself from within, you let go of all these labels that I would say at least 70, 80%, it's safe to say, of humanity mistakes for reality. Japanese is not a real thing. Chinese is not a real thing. Black, Muslim, Christian, these are all labels from the exterior. That's what the ego is. The ego is exterior. The physical world is all but an illusion. Energy is all that there is. And when you truly understand yourself from the inside, you have self-love, self-respect, self-assurance, and you now have the most powerful emotion, self-belief. But you have to understand, truly understand yourself from the inside. This is what Albert Einstein says or means when he says any fool can know, but a wise man understands. And when you have the vibration of belief, you can move mountains, metaphorically, right and left in the future. You have belief in the future where you can do anything, manifest anything. And I practice what I preach. This is how we've cured hundreds of diseases for free using my subliminals to people all over the world. That's hundreds of diseases for thousands and tens of thousands, and some suffer some of the subliminals. So you can do the math. How we brought a dead bird back to life that was pronounced dead by a knowing doctor that didn't really understand how energy works and how this universe works. Don't just go through life, guys, knowing. Don't just know or hope or wish. Just go around praying or crossing your hands every night, hoping or wishing. Do the research. Don't just say, I heard 528 hertz is a bad frequency. Do the research to where you can discover the truth that all of life vibrates on the vibration of 528 hertz. The stars and the rainbows and the universe scientifically vibrates on the frequency of 528 hertz, known as the love frequency or the miracle frequency that all of life has continuously evolved through. That has kept this planet together and stronger and stronger and stronger. to where you can then call out or understand that that person is just trying to get attention and has no clue what they're talking about. Understand and have belief. Don't walk your life living a lie, especially through an ego. You have one life, walk it in truth. Embrace the truth. By embracing yourself from within, actually understanding how things work. You know what? I was not able to become a full-time cryptocurrency trader on top of the subliminals and YouTube projects and humanitarian projects without a lot of hands-on failure and testing. Applying the scientific method to cryptocurrency trading to where I could then do it for a living through actually understanding, not just my endorsements, endorsing projects and endorsing that and whatever. Like my mentor Danny said, when the markets are crashing out and bleeding out, whoever is actually then able to still make profits actually understands what they're talking about, but it's only a 1-10% ratio, unfortunately. I love all of you. I made this method and this lesson, really sink in.